Obituaries are sponsored by Colonial Funeral Home and Stokes Chapel, Fair, Ray, and Perry Spencer Funeral Homes, Boone & Cook Funeral Home and Crematory.
4 announcements from Fair Funeral Home. Funeral services for Carlton Dillard Estes are today at 2, with burial at Ridgeview Cemetery. Visitation 1 hour prior to services. Funeral services for Beatrice Evelyn Jones Cochran are tomorrow at 2 at First Baptist Church of Draper, where she was a lifelong member, with burial at Roselawn Memorial Gardens. Visitation this evening, 6 until 8. Genevieve Shelton Cox, 91, of Eden, died January 23rd. Funeral services are Thursday at 2, with interment at Providence Baptist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to services, and other times at the home of her daughter. After graduating from high school, she worked in the lab at Fillcrest Mills until declining health. Surviving are daughter Jenny Ziegler and Van, 4 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. She was preceded in death by husband Stafford Opry Cox. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to Osborne Baptist Church. Leroy Hand, 81, of Eden, died January 23rd. Funeral services are Thursday at 11 at Stoneville Pentecostal Holiness Church, with burial at Overlook Cemetery. Visitation tomorrow evening, 6 until 8 at the church. He was born in Leakesville, was a member of Stoneville Pentecostal Holiness Church, where he served as deacon, worked as a fixer for Pillowtex, retiring after 43 years. Surviving are his wife of 56 years, Diane Ratliff Hand, daughters Sheila Hand, Cindy Dixon, and husband Dale, son Bobby Hand and wife Kelly, 3 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild, and sister Laura Massey. 2 announcements from Boone & Cook Funeral Home. Funeral services for Donna Lynn Brewer are today at 2, with interment in Mayodan Municipal Cemetery. The family will receive friends at 1. Bobby Wayne Bob Boone, 82, of Eden, died January 22nd. A celebration of life service will be held Saturday at 11. Reverend Wayne Parlier officiating. The family will receive friends at 10. He was born in Danville and was an antique dealer. He was preceded in death by wife Melvin Gilly Boone. Survivors include daughter Kimberly Wilkins and 4 grandchildren. 2 announcements from Perry Spencer Funeral Homes. Patsy Dillard, 70, of Eden, died January 22nd. Arrangements are incomplete in Eden. Graveside services for Douglas MacArthur Hairston are today at 2 at Sandy Ridge Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. 4 announcements from Colonial Funeral Home. Virginia Marie Sharp, 97, of Madison, died January 23rd. Viewing today, 12 until 6, and tomorrow, 8 until 1 in Madison, with graveside services at 2 at Woodland Cemetery. A celebration of life will be held later. After graduating from Madison High School in 1942, she worked in various local retail stores, including Mac's, Edna's Dress Shop, McFall's Drug, Dick Cartwright's, and Hawkins Rexall Drug, where she was co-owner until retirement. She was a longtime member of Ellisboro Baptist Church, where she played the organ and piano for many years. Surviving are sister Ruby Jacqueline and Andrew Connor of Newport News. The family is grateful to caregivers at Mountain Valley Hospice and Countryside Manor. They also thank her church family, along with Diane Smith and family, Nancy Gann and Mike Tuttle, for their friendship and care through the years. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to Mountain Valley Hospice and Palliative Care in Mount Airy, or a charity of the donor's choice. Memorial visitation for Ronald Ron Wayne Lawson is tomorrow, 1 until 4, at the Lawson home in Pine Hall. Douglas Ray Hickman, 72, died January 23rd. Funeral services are tomorrow at 2 at Stokes Chapel, with interment at Willow Springs Family Cemetery, Danbury. He was born in Rockingham County, was a graduate of Stoneville High School, served his country in the U.S. Army, and was a past employee of Carolina Hoist and J.F. Atkins Incorporated, where he worked 23 years as an electrician. Survivors include his wife of 50 years, Becky Spencer Hickman, son Tracy Douglas Hickman and Susan, brothers Philip Hickman and Loretta, Alan Hickman and Mary Jane, sisters Rachel H. McHone and Jerry Pruitt and Frank, 2 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren. The family will receive friends tomorrow, 12 until 2 at Stokes Chapel, and other times at the residence. Samuel Gray Knight, 61, of Stokesdale, died January 20th. Funeral services are tomorrow at 2 in Madison, with burial in the Stokesdale Christian Church Cemetery. He was born in Guilford County, worked at Sterling Construction, where he was a superintendent. Surviving are daughter Crystal Knight of Trinity, son Sammy and Angie Knight, mother Stella Knight, brothers Wayne Knight, all of Stokesdale, Jerry and Nita Knight, Gibsonville, Keith Knight, Stokesdale, 5 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. He was preceded in death by wife Deborah Jarvis Knight. Visitation is this evening in Madison, 6 until 8. Robert Donald Robinette, Jr., 53, died January 21st. Funeral services are Saturday at 2 at Riverside Church of the Living God, Bishop Donnie Robinette, Sr. officiating, with burial in the church cemetery. The family will receive friends Friday evening, 7 until 9, at the church. He was born in Henry County. In addition to parents, survivors include sons Joshua Wayne Robinette and wife April, and Robert Tyler Robinette, both of Eden, girlfriend Cindy Dickens Jones, stepdaughters Shane Dickens and Hope Jones, brother James Wheeler Robinette of Stoneville, sister Lisa Robinette McDaniels of Statesville, 4 grandchildren, and special friends Walter Thacker and Jeff Bulda. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to Ray Funeral Home to assist with expenses.